Good morning, Saturday the 2nd of March. It is grim. You can see the garden gets boggy. Gets pristine in summer, it's just not got great drainage. So today, probably not going to be much repotting done. I've got quite a bit left to do. But I think it's going to be a day of admin tasks, depending on what the sky does. I think it's about 7:30 in the morning and I've not had a great sleep. I'll explain why. What I think I'm going to do is just do what I can today, inside and out, and just record a bit of a catch up as I go. So just out with the pooch quickly. I love this walk. Yeah, as I mentioned, didn't sleep well last night. It's 2:59. He let out the most aggressive bark. So went into the lounge where he was, and he's on red alert, and he doesn't really ever get like that. You know, I live on a bit of a cul-de-sac, so there's no real passing traffic or anything. Looked out the window in the lounge, so the lounge is on the first floor, not the ground floor, and couldn't see anything, but he's on edge. So I went downstairs and looking out the front window, and some guy walks past. Quite odd. Like, bear in mind it's 3 a.m. Tracksuit, hat, and like it looked like a cartoon character's dressing gown. So he's walking past, and then what I saw just around the corner was some car headlights. He then must have got in said car and drove off. I'm not particularly concerned. I mean, if they were up to no good, they're not going to pick a house with a dog in, are they? Because of the noise it'd make and the risk of being bitten. Okay, so I did promise a look at my seed station. Obviously most of my seeds at the moment are still in the refrigerator, or yet to be even started. Actually, I've got a lot of maple seeds, but there's 4 tiers. Each tier does have a grow mat, and if I go down, you'll see what we're looking at. And this layout isn't how I'm likely going to keep it, it's just for the purpose of the video. And then you'll see on the bottom, on the right hand side, I've got my Japanese black pines, and in the middle actually, and then on the left some stone pines, and there's actually in the bottom right of the screen there's a stone pine there that I had spare, so I popped it in that tray. It's not very deep though, and if you look at those, they've got very deep root trainers, shall we say. Stone pines apparently grow at a significant taproot. And then on each pot as well, there's a little USB fan, and that's on its lowest settings. You can see there's a very light breeze. Nothing extreme as yet, but it's just to stop any fungus or anything like that growing, keep a bit of circulation. So that's it. I've not counted how many seeds I'll have on each floor, and obviously there's a bit of space up there as well, but that will soon be populated. About another 3 weeks I think until the first batch of seeds comes out of the refrigerator. There we go. The lights are Barina grow lights. They should be enough for this little project. We will see. I guess just if anyone's wondering, this is the heat mats that I've opted for, the rooted ones. They're not cheap. This is a medium, so it's 60 centimeters in length by 40 wide, and this cabinet is 80 meters in length, so it does mean if I were to slide this to the end, I get a sort of 20 centimeter free space on one side. But after all the reading that I did, the Rootit brand had a pretty good reputation. There's many different types of heat mats, much cheaper ones. However, the cheaper ones, you know, the biggest flaw I think is across the mat you'll have fluctuating temperatures, cold spots, extremely hot spots, and more varying temperatures as well, which isn't really what we're after. In fact, just to show you on this one here, so this is a cheaper mat, an old one that I had actually. And I used this for the stone pines, and I got about a 60% germination rate on the stone pines. And looking at them, when the tray was laid horizontally over here, I mean obviously it was bigger than this tray, but it seemed like this side of the mat in particular did not germinate whatsoever. So that could be due to differing temperatures. So spent a bit more money on these. I think this medium one was about £35–40. I've got another one in the post. Hopefully it's a job of money well spent. This Chinese one, when I purchased this a long time ago, I think it was about £18. So maybe a case of you do get what you pay for. Right, Sunday the 3rd of March. What a beautiful morning. It's about 8 AM. However, it is absolutely freezing. The current temperature, according to my phone, is -1. I don't know if you can see my breath when I breathe it out in front of the camera, but it is cold. So likely not going to be doing any repotting today. Didn't do any yesterday, so let's have a look at what I do have an update on. So I have an update on what I've been using for my tool storage. I was just using this old plant pot, and this arrived in the post, so I've not actually looked inside yet. Okay, so that will give me somewhere that I can keep everything together a little bit better. That is a jumbled mess. Not that this looks like it will be any particularly better, because it's going to be a jumbled mess in there, but I can certainly think about adding some partitions somehow. Maybe maybe three plant pots in there, and then we've got the top, and then I've also got 2 new tools just to look at. So I bought some new pruning scissors, Kimura. I don't know if this is a good brand or not, but from what I was reading, I'm hopeful. And then I brought some, I did not need these, but I was just mindlessly online, some ratchet pruners. I saw 1 or 2 people use these, and they look interesting. So I think these are about £15. They go up to sort of 40, 50, £60, which I didn't want to spend. Hopefully it's not something that I regret not spending a bit more on, but yeah, more of a case of why not treat myself. Just as an update, yesterday I went and paid the bike off. The motorbike I have bought will be arriving midweek. However, frosty, sunny weather is not ideal. So I'm going to pop all of these tools into there. I don't think I'll have any more updates today. There's not a lot to do given the cold, so yeah, soil's frozen solid. I don't know how damaging that will be to these. These were repotted. Or ignore that little cutting, I just popped it in there. That's the other thing I can do today. I can get my little cutting station set up, so there will be an extra bit to this video. Right, so it's 2 PM and you can see the blue skies are quickly disappearing. So this is my, or going to be my cutting station. I've just put the trays on for visual effect. I'm not going to keep them on there because they'll blow away. I'm not sure if this is the right place. It's going to get the least amount of sun in the garden. That may not necessarily be a bad thing. But my chain of thought is this is obviously where I do my work. That's where you can see there's a bit of sun on the green. But what I can have is initially one of these, then over time build them up just full of perlite and cocoa coir. And then as I'm taking cuttings, bosh, throw them in. What did I see? I wanted to just quickly capture. Oh yeah, the cotoneaster's throwing out little leaves. Cotoneaster, sorry. We've got a prunus that I need to repot, but that's got little flower buds appearing. My maple that I repotted, I have no idea what type of leaf maple that is. Vibrant reddy orange one. Seems to be doing okay. I got that berry bucks. What is that? I have no idea. Some sort of berry. That's budding. I wanted to repot that this weekend, but the weather's just been too cold. Anything else of note that's springing into life? A couple of azaleas. They didn't do well over winter. I left them out here just to see what would happen. They're coming back into life. You can probably hear my feet squelching on the mud. Nothing really of interest going on here. There's something getting some buds in the background. No, so cutting station is now up and running. So yeah, I think that's everything done for the weekend. Despite it warming up now, it's about 6-7 degrees. I think we're in for another really cold night, so not much in the way of content, and you can see the mud. I mean, that's not been helped by me trampling up and down, but oh, this just caught my eye actually. I needed to repot this, but this has got some lovely vibrant green on it. What is it? I'm not sure. But yeah, lovely green coming out. Oh, that was it. Where is it? I saw it this morning. Sorry. There. Just watching where I stand in the mud. The quince is starting to really bud. So that was only repotted last week, I think, or the week before. So that's coming into life. Really excited to see that. I can't remember if that was the one that was off. Is that the quince or is that the Berberis. I think that's the Berberis. You see, my experience is tremendous in tree identification. Anyway, hope you're all having a good weekend. I'm going to go and have something to eat. Bye bye.